Palmer Jacobs as he gets settled into this season. And then we turn to game number 2, ended up being a 1-0 victory. And just one run, all that either side could master in game number 2, and it came in the 4th inning. Ended up being some small ball played by the Hardhats, a leadoff single by Alex Dietrich. He was bunted to second base via the sacrifice by Jake Solano. Wilson Kiefer then singled to put runners on the corners with just the one out. And then Zeke Farley at the top of the order hit a fly ball into deep enough in left field for Dietrich to tag and score. And that ended up being the lone run of the contest, a 1-0 victory over Spearfish in game number 2. Another complete game for the Hardhats on the mound. This time, Dylan Marsh, a complete game, 1-hit shutout against Spearfish in game 2. 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, no runs, just the 1 hit for Dylan Marsh. And he only needed 72 pitches through 7 innings on the mound. And just a great performance all around for Dylan Marsh. And he was the Claiborne Los and Sabres player of the game from the mound in game 2. We'll see who gains that honor here tonight in Sturgis. These post-33 Titans and just getting their Legion season underway here tonight. A very tough first task playing the Rapid City post-22 Hardhats. And the Hardhats coming in with a 9-9 record, trying to get back over 500 before the Memorial Day holiday. Call it a Memorial Day kind of break for the Hardhats, because the Hardhats don't play again until Tuesday when they host their parking lot rival of Post 320. So lots to look forward to for the Hardhats as they get set to face Sturgis here and then Post 320 on Tuesday. Today's Keys to the Game are brought to you by Dakota Discount RV. Find the key to building lasting family memories with a new or pre-owned RV from Dakota Discount RV. Take a look at their great selection of RVs at 2 locations. Dakota Discount RV is across from Cabela's and also on JB Road in Blackhawk. Key number 1 for this ball game is to limit the defensive mistakes. Now in Sturgis at Strong Field, it's a dirt infield, natural grass outfield, and just completely natural and traditional baseball surface here in Sturgis. So that's the first time that the Hardhats have played on an infield dirt this season. Of course, they've played on the natural grass outfield in Billings, but not on the dirt just yet. So limiting the defensive mistakes will be key to winning 2 ball games here tonight in Sturgis. And key number 2 is to try and get the bats going. It'll be a tough task. They face Owen Cass on the mound for Sturgis, and if my memory serves me correctly, Owen Cass and Jake Goebel combined for no-hit performances until the weather moved in last season here in Sturgis. Different atmosphere here today, warm weather and just a few clouds in the sky, but nothing as of right now, knock on wood, for weather to be had as we get set for these ball games here in Sturgis. Today's starting lineups are built by Connect Home Center. Whether it's residential or commercial, Connect Home Center has been your hometown lumberyard since 1928. For the visiting post-22 Hardhats, it's Zeke Farley, the center fielder, who leads things off. Marion Saylor, the left fielder, bats second, followed by Wyatt Anderson at third base. He bats third. In the cleanup spot, it's Harrison Good. He's in right field defensively. Alex Dietrich, the first baseman, bats fifth. Kai Jackson, the designated hitter, bats sixth. Peyton Tipton, the second baseman, seventh. Philip Benson does the catching. He bats 8th. And Wilson Kiefer on his birthday, he will play shortstop and bat 9th for game 1 against Sturgis. Starting lineups being announced on the field. We'll have today's national anthem and take a quick step aside for that national anthem and be right back here for baseball in just a few moments right here on Hardhats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome back into the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth, Sales Service and Recreation. This is the conclusion of the J&J Truck and Auto Body pregame show presented by J&J Truck and Auto Body. Game 1 set of this 2-game doubleheader between Sturgis and Rapid City post 22. Sturgis in their baby blue uniforms with black or navy blue letters and a white trim on their backs. And white hats, white and baby blue hats with white pants for Sturgis. On the other side, the Hardhats in their gray uniforms, all gray jersey and gray pants, red numbers and letters on their front and back, and no trim on those letters or numbers. All gray pants on a warm day here in Sturgis, just about set to get underway. Owen Cass finishes up his warm-up pitches. He's in the cleanup spot in the post 33 order. Right-hander on the mound for Sturgis. His first task will be Zeke Farley, followed by Amarian Saylor and Wyatt Anderson. Gorgeous day for baseball. So our umpires look to be set. Cass looks to be set on the mound, and Farley digs in on the right side. And Zeke Farley Bounces his white and black bat off his right shoulder. Cass slowly out of the stretch. He kicks and deals, and it misses low in the dirt for ball one. He scored the bunt, pulled back, and it's ball one. 1-0 the count, and we are on our way at 5 o'clock on the dot, local mountain time, here at Strong Field in Sturgis. Cass from the chest. Kicks and deals. The 1-0 misses low. 2 balls and no strikes to count. Zeke Farley on the season. 22 singles out of his 25 hits in 54 at-bats, batting .463. Scores the bunt, drops it down foul behind the plate. Decent sized backstop area here in Sturgis. A fence, but no awning over the crowd here. All the spectators looking to get some sunshine, maybe a little bit of a tan here today in Sturgis. The 2-1 called strike 2. Outer edge, 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Set the defense behind Owen Cass. A few moments after the Farley at-bat. The 2-2. Ground ball, a left side, high wicket hop on Bo Peters, and it goes off his glove into left field. Boy, that took a wicked hop on the dirt infield. And right off the bat, the Hardhats will have a leadoff base runner. We'll see just how that is scored. I have to say it's an error, even though the dirt did most of the problem areas for Bo Peters. Here's Amarian Saylor, runner on first, and Saylor pops it up sky high on the infield. Bo Peters, the shortstop, calls everyone off, and he makes the grab out number 1. So Saylor's down 1 pitch, 1 out. A P6 in the book. And it is ruled an error on Bo Peters. Kane Peters in left field, David Anderson in center field, and Hunter Jansen in right field for Sturgis. Farley kind of bluffing a steal at first, and the first pitch to Wyatt Anderson misses high and tight, ball 1. Anderson had his 7-game hit streak snapped against Spearfish on Tuesday night. He watches ball 2 miss inside. So looking to get back in the hit column. He has 14 in 37 at-bats for Wyatt, batting .378. 1 out, 1 on. Cass comes set at the belt. Peek at first, kicks and deals, and the breaking ball swung on and missed. 2 balls and a strike. An OPS of 1029 for Wyatt Anderson. Farley takes off for second. This one is a sky-high flying ball into left field. It's Kane Peters underneath of it. He makes the grab with Anderson backing him up. And that's out number 2. Boy, those outfielders will have to battle the sun here at Strong Field. Right in their vision line, it's setting behind me. Runner on first and 2 gone now for Harrison Good. Harrison, no batting gloves on the right side, and the first pitch misses outside, ball 1. Fastball that time from Cass. Harrison batting .250 on the season. It's had that 4 spot for the most part. Runner takes off for second. The pitch is a called strike. The throw down not in time. It skipped in and ended up in center field as Farley swipes second base. So 2 outs, a runner on second now. Good at the plate with a runner in scoring position, looking for his 6th run batted in. This one fouled away, straight back out of play. Two balls and 1 strike, but count on good. A little bit difficult to see the scoreboard with the chain link fence in between. Good, a line drive right into the leaping glove of Connor Cruikshank, and that's out number 3. So the Hardhats strand a man in scoring position, and Sturgis to bat for the first time, scoreless after 1/2 inning of play. Back in a moment, right here on Hardhats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City.
Dale's Tire and Retreading has been providing quality brands and tires and excellent service to the Black Hills area for over 50 years. Dale's Tire sells tires for cars, trucks, SUVs, agriculture, construction, and more. Dale's Tire has what you need when you need it and offers appointment times to get you in and out faster. See the experts at Dale's Tire and Retreading. 2 convenient locations in Rapid City, 691 Deadwood Avenue and 3200 Campbell Street. Dale's Tire and Retreading.
I'm Dean Orand, and I'm running for District 33, House of Representatives. I've been a lifelong Republican and involved in this community for the past 37 years. As a business owner and active volunteer, I see what an amazing place we live in, and I'm committed to upholding the values and way of life we enjoy in Black Hills. It's time for a fresh, conservative approach here, focused on our
Booth, sales service, and side-by-side. Scoreless first half inning of play, and the Hardhats take the field as the visitors here in Sturgis. Set the Sturgis lineup built by Connect Home Center. And for the Titans, post 33, it's Bo Peters, the shortstop, to lead things off. Kane Peters, the left fielder, bats second, followed by David Anderson, the center fielder, batting third. Owen Cass, the pitcher, bats fourth. R.J. Andrzejewski bats fifth. He's the second baseman. Adam Floor, the first baseman, bats sixth. Evan Stroud, the catcher, seventh. Connor Cruikshank bats eighth and plays third base. And Hunter Jansen, the right fielder, bats ninth. Ceremonial tap of the Hardhats around Eli Kelly. And Bo Peters steps in on the right side. Slightly open stance and no batting glove look for Bo Peters. First pitch from Eli Kelly, a called strike one on the fastball. 0-1. Kelly looks in to Bentz, kicks and deals, and it's a called strike two. Quickly up in the count, no balls and 2 strikes, Eli Kelly. Slowly out of the stretch on the far first base side of the rubber. Kelly kicks and deals a breaking ball, just got a piece of it and bounces it back to the screen. Still 0-2. Kelly on the season, 18 innings, a 3-1 record over 4 appearances and 3 starts. So this is his 5th appearance and 4th start overall. 25 hits, 12 runs, only 5 earned runs. 5 walks, 8 strikeouts, and make it 9 strikeouts as Bo Peters swings right through a fastball to go down swinging out number 1. An ERA sub 2 for Eli Kelly at 194. His last outing came against Watertown, and he went 6 innings and recorded the win. He delivers strike 1 at the knees on Kane Peters now for an 0-1 count. 6 innings against Watertown, 7 hits, 3 runs, only 2 earned, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. And he came out for the 7th, did Kelly, before I believe it was Nate Kindred to finish off that ball game out of the bullpen. 1-1, breaking ball called a ball high. Didn't look like it missed by much from my vantage point, but what do I know? The 2-1 popped up on the infield right side. The second baseman, Peyton Tipton, underneath of it. The wind kind of carried it, and he can't handle it as Good came in to back him up. And it'll just go down as a one-out single for Cade Peters. Tipton tap on his chest, saying, "That's my fault." As the wind blowing what there is blowing straight out. Left-handed bat of David Anderson swings through the first pitch, 0-1. One-on-one gun, similar situation to what the Hardhats had in the top half of this first inning. And Kelly checks on Peters. It must have touched Tipton's glove. So it's an E4. And this one, a fly ball, center field and into the left field alley, and it's Zeke Farley. He can't run it down, and he's already on the warning track. It'll just be a single for David Anderson going to the opposite field power alley. Very long run for Zeke Farley. And I thought Farley had that ball in his glove, and rolled up against the fence out there. So 2 on, 1 out. Now Owen Cass, the pitcher. He bats from the right side. Rests his black and blue bat on his right shoulder. Pops it up as Kelly kicks and deals and misses outside, ball 1. Defense behind Eli Kelly. Amarian Saylor in left field. You heard Zeke Farley in center field. Harrison Good in right field. Kelly set for the 1-0. He kicks and deals. The Cass squares the bunt and drops it down foul behind the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. On the infield, Wyatt Anderson at the hot corner of third base. Wilson Kiefer, the shortstop. Peyton Tipton, the second baseman. And Alex Dietrich, the first baseman, with Philip Bentz behind the plate. The other half of the battery mate for Eli Kelly. A peek at second. Kelly kicks and deals, and Cass chops one to third. Anderson touches third, fires across the diamond, and it's not in time. Cass beats out the double play, but the Hardhats do take the lead base runner. And Kane Peters is out at third on the fielder's choice. So that's out number 2. Anderson to second, Cass to first. Still a scoreless ball game in the bottom of the first now. First of a 2-game set. Here's RJ Andrzejewski. Bats from the right side and looks at a called strike 1 across the knees. Andrzejewski, the second baseman. An all red bat. And strike 2 called right at the knees. That time a fastball from Kelly. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 gone. For Sturgis, bottom of the first. Kelly set at the belt. A peek at second. He kicks and deals. The breaking ball misses high. Ball and 2 strikes now. Set once again, and the 1-2. Breaking ball, a little chopper to the right side. Peyton Tipton, an underhand throw, but a high throw, and Alex Dietrich is able to corral it on the back end for out number 3. So Sturgis strands a pair of base runners, and we're still scoreless after 1. Hardhats to bat in their half of the second, right after this on Hardhats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City.
We are your community. We are your neighbors. Our family of doctors are invested in our community. At Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center, we are honored to help you along the journey from injury to recovery. You have a choice with Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center, specializing in what moves you.
To the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth, sales service and side-by-side set for inning number 2, the top of the second inning, and the Hardhats will send Alex Dietrich, Kai Jackson, and Peyton Tipton to the plate, the 3 scheduled against Owen Cass. Scoreless after 1 between the Hardhats and Titans. Hardhats stranded 1 runner at second base. The Titans runners on first and second in the opening frame. And both teams fail to score their first cracks at each team's starting pitcher. So first baseman Alex Dietrich steps in on the right side. Dietrich a wave of the bat as Cass comes set at the belt. Kicks in, deals the first pitch to Dietrich, a bouncer right back to Cass on the mound, an overhand flip to the first baseman floor. And 1 pitch, 1 out as Dietrich goes down 1-3. Here's Kai Jackson. Jackson, the designated hitter, left-handed bat against Owen Cass. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch to Jackson. Misses high with a fastball for ball 1. Hardhats with no hits in that first inning. Farley reached on an error to lead off the ball game. 1-0, misses outside, another fastball from Cass. So 2 balls, no strikes to count. From the belt, Cass a high leg kick, and Jackson fouls it high off the chain link fence behind the plate. 2-1. Kai Jackson on the season. This is just his 6th game he's appeared in. 3 hits in 5 at-bats. And Jackson pops it foul out of play. Even count now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sturgis infield and outfield, shading to the pole side for Jackson. And strike 3 called on the outer edge as Jackson goes down looking. Just caught that outer corner. And put a backwards K in the book next to Jackson. 2 up, 2 gone. And now Peyton Tipton, the second baseman. He bats from the right side, and the first pitch down and away, ball 1. Rest of the Sturgis defense on the infield is Connor Krupshank at third base, Bo Peters, the shortstop, RJ Andrzejewski, the second baseman, and Adam Flora, the first baseman. Evan Stroud behind the plate doing the catching. And the 1-0 swung on and missed. A fastball at the top of the zone. Even count, 1 ball and 1 strike. From the belt, Cass works quickly, and Tipton fouls it straight back off the screen. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Tipton 11 hits in 48 at-bats, 229 average. 1-2 cast to Tipton, and it's down and away, and ball 2. Two balls and 2 strikes on Tipton. He taps the plate on the right side. Black and white bat for Tipton, white batting gloves. 2-2, outside and low, and now 3-2. Hardhats on those gray unis have post 22 across the chest in navy blue. Payoff pitch, Cass to Tipton. Deep breath, here it is, and it misses down and away, ball 4. Ball ended up at the backstop, but Tipton content with first base after his 2-out walk. So now the catcher, Philip Bentz. Bentz bats from the right side, 2 outs. And Tipton aboard first. Scoreless ball game so far. Cass kicks and deals, and a bouncer right back up the middle. A slow bouncer. The shortstop fires in time to get Philip Bentz. That's Bo Peters coming all the way across the second base bag to making that play. And that's out number 3. So the Hardhats strand another base runner. And we are scoreless through 1.5. Sturgis to bat for the second time after this on Hardhats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth, Sales Service and Recreation. Set for the bottom of inning number 2. Eli Kelly back to the hill after facing 5 in the opening frame. He faces 6, 7, and 8 of the Titans lineup. That's Adam Floor, Evan Stroud, and Connor Cruikshank. So Floor steps in on the right side. Open stance and no batting gloves for the first baseman. And Kelly, a first pitch fastball right at the knees, called strike 1. Kelly from the belt kicks and deals and misses high with a fastball, ball 1. Even count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Eli Kelly, after kind of rough opening a weekend in Cheyenne, has really settled in. He hits his own with another fastball on Floor. 1 ball and 2 strikes now the count. Has really settled in as a nice starter for the Hardhats. The 1-2 breaking ball called, strike 3 on the outer edge. As Bentz tosses it around, Floor goes down looking, out number 1. Now the catcher, Evan Stroud. First pitch to Stroud is low for ball one. Stroud bats from the right side. Black batting gloves to go along with his all red bat. And this one a line drive right into the glove of Peyton Tipton. And that's out number 2.
House brings up number 13, Hunter Jansen.
Here's Connor Cruikshank. Cruikshank, right-handed bat and no batting gloves. First pitch from Kelly misses outside ball one. Cruikshank, the third baseman. Kelly kicks in, deals, and it's a called strike on that outer edge now. Even count 1-1. 2 outs, nobody on. Scoreless bottom of the second here in Sturgis at Strong Field. The 1-1 is on ball 2 high, so 2 balls and a strike on Cruikshank. Kelly works quickly from the belt. He kicks and deals and misses high. Another fastball. 3 balls and a strike now on Connor Cruikshank. Set and the 3-1. Fouled away, right side, out of play. That one might end up on ballpark drive. Payoff pitch, Kelly to Cruikshank. Here it is. It's a line drive right at Peyton Tipton to a knee. He makes the grab for out number 3. A backwards K and a couple of line outs to Peyton Tipton at second. And the Titans go down in order in their half of the second. Scoreless after 2. Hardhats, the bats after this on Hardhats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth. Sales, service, and recreation. Set for inning number 3, scoreless through 2. Hardhats and Titans here in Sturgis. It's the birthday man, Wilson Kiefer, to lead things off. Wilson very excited to play on his birthday, talking to him pregame, and he has a gorgeous day. Perfect baseball weather to play on his birthday. So happy birthday to Wilson. First pitch to Kiefer from Cass. Misses inside and low. He scored the bunt pulled back. One ball and no strikes as Cass misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes to count. The 2-0 misses low through the wickets of Stroud, and now 3 balls and no strikes. The count on Kiefer. Kiefer ready, Cass ready at the belt. And the 3-0. High and tight, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk drawn by Wilson Kiefer, and a leadoff base runner for the Hardhats to start inning number 3. Top of the order now for the Hardhats and Zeke Farley. Reached on an air, a wicked hop to the shortstop, Bo Peters, his first time. First pitch, he squares the bunt, drops it up the first base line, but foul. 0-1. Cass set at the belt. Kiefer on first, nobody out. Next pitch to Farley, a bouncer to short. Bo Peters will go to second, and it's in time. No, safe at second. Everyone's safe. Very close. Bang, bang play at short, and Bo Peters trying to go to second base.
Up to bat, number 13.
And just a slow roller to short. I don't blame Bo Peters for trying to get Kiefer, with Farley hustling down the first baseline. So 2 on, nobody out for Amarian Saylor. This one a bouncer to short. Peters is second for 1 over to first, not in time. Saylor beats out the fielder's choice that time. Farley out at second.
Up to bat, number 22, Wyatt Anderson.
But runners on the corners for Wyatt Anderson with 1 out. Anderson flied to left his first trip, a big gap in the left center field. And Anderson's pull side. Looks at ball 1, a fastball low and in. So 1 ball, no strikes to count. Plenty of speed on first base for Amarian Saylor. See what he does. He takes off for second here. A chopper up in the third baseline, foul. Looked like Saylor got a pretty good jump. But has to trot back to first now. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Anderson. Cass set from the stretch, a peek at Saylor, and a check on him as he dives back in. Kind of a bluff throw over to first. The 1-1 downstairs, gets away from the catcher, and up to second goes Amarian Saylor. No more double play in effect for the Titans. Saylor read it well. He wasn't moving on the pitch, but read it well as soon as that ball ended up in the dirt. Didn't move away from Evan Stroud that much. Just far enough for the speed of Saylor to second. 2-1, swung on and foul tipped right at the plate. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And Anderson looking to hit the ball towards the right side of the ballpark. Runners on second and third. Kiefer at third, Saylor at second. Plenty of speed should this ball be hit to the outfield. 2-2 even count. Cass set at the belt. And the 2-2. Line drive into center field. Over the leaping glove of the center fielder, Anderson. That'll roll all the way to the wall and score 2. Anderson rounds second. He heads for third. Almost stumbles around second base. He's content with a 2-run triple for Wyatt Anderson. Boy, David Anderson really misplayed that ball in center field. Came in. His first step was in. And that ball just continued to carry on him and ended up over his head. And there's a lot of room in center field here at Strong Field. So a 2-run triple has the Hardhats on the board. It's 2-0. This one a line drive down the left field line. That's hooking into the corner for a fair ball. Harrison Good stumbles around first, but he heads for second. He's in with a stand-up RBI double. And just like that, it's 3-0 Hardhats here in the top of the third. Good got a pitch up in the zone, and Harrison loves to pull it down his pull sign left field line. He did exactly that and deposited it a good 10 feet fair. First pitch in the dirt from Owen Cass to Alex Dietrich now. For ball one. And Dietrich looks at a called strike at the knee's inner edge. Even count now, 1-1. 3-0 Hardhats, top of the third. Boy, this inning started off a little bit slow, but got to the middle part of the lineup. This one, a bouncer to short, leaping over it, Harrison Good, and Bo Peters throws out Dietrich as Good goes to third on the second out. Scored 6-3 in the book, and Good to third. Here's Kai Jackson, a left-handed bat. First pitch, up and away, ball one. Jackson went down looking, saw a breaking ball, a backdoor breaking ball, called strike three on the outer edge. 1-0, a fastball high, now 2 balls and no strikes to count. Good stands 90 feet at third from making this a 4-0 Hardhats lead. Cass from the belt, he kicks and deals and misses up and away, ball 3. 3-0 the count on Kai Jackson with Peyton Tipton on deck. And Cass looks to be working a little too fast, looking to slow down and hit the zone on the 3-0. He does just that. Nope, it's a low ball 4, so the catcher Evan Stroud asks for time now as he wants to have a word with Cass. It's a 2-out walk to put runners on the corners and the aforementioned Peyton Tipton to the plate. He drew a base on balls his first trip. 3-0 Hardhats in the top of the third. Cass toes the rubber once again as Tipton steps in on the right side. From the belt, kicks and deals and misses inside, ball 1. Fastball to Tipton. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0, inside and a hit, and Tipton on the shoulder. So a hip batter loads up the bases now. And a Sturgis coach out of the dugout as he wants time to have a word with Owen Cass. So Cass and Stroud and then the entire Sturgis infield for a meeting of the minds on the mound. New batter will be Philip Bentz, the 9th man sent to the plate this inning. And the mound visit breaks up now as Bentz gets ready to step in against Cass. Maybe a quick breather for Cass on the mound. It is a warm afternoon. Expected 90-degree weather tomorrow as Benz looks at ball one, or strike one on the outside edge. From the belt, a deep breath, and a chopper right side. Going to be a tough play for the second baseman, Andrew Jeske, and he fires low and right past the first baseman. Here comes another runner to the plate, Benz to second. And 2 runs come in to score thanks to the E4. And those will be unearned runs as Good and Jackson come in. Looked like some miscommunication on that right side. Adam Floor and RJ Andrew Jeske converging on that ball, and then Floor moving to first. Andrew Jeske had to get rid of it very quickly. And that allowed 2 runs to score thanks to the error as Kiefer swings through the 0-1 pitch, now 0-2. He walked to start off this inning. The 0-2 swing, and he fouled it away. Behind the plate towards the Hardhats dugout. So a big third inning for the Hardhats. 5 runs coming across on 3 hits. Cass set once again, kicks and deals, and that one hits the helmet of Kiefer. And a nice birthday present for Kiefer. He looks to be all right as he trots down to first. So loaded bases once again for Zeke Farley. Reached on a fielder's choice his first time in this inning, and reached on an error to lead off the ball game. Bases loaded for Farley now. Already 5-0. First pitch to Farley, a bouncer up the middle. Gonna be a tough play by either middle infielder, and no one will get it. As Farley reaches on the infield single, that's a RBI for Zeke. And it's 6-0 Hardhats now. With Amarian Saylor coming to the plate. Tipton scored on that play. And Saylor looks at a called strike 1 at the knees. Marian Saylor reached on a fielder's choice. His last trip in this inning, fouls that one away. 0-2 on Saylor. Popped out to the shortstop in the first inning. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Benz at third. Kiefer at second. Farley aboard first. Plenty of speed. The 0-2. High and tight for ball 1. And quickly, Sturgis with a reliever warming in their bullpen up the left field line. Breaking ball misses downstairs. Even count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases full of Hardhats and 2 gone. 6-0 our score. And Saylor chops one to the right side. Andrew Jeske fires the first. It's in time. Out number 3. But the Hardhats strike 6 times and take a 6-0 lead in the third inning. We head to the bottom half of the third after this on Hardhats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City.
Gunderson, Palmer, Nelson, and Ashmore has provided a full range of legal services for over 40 years in Rapid City. As one of the largest and highly respected law firms in western South Dakota and multi-state region, our expert team of diversified attorneys offer a very personalized style of legal representation. Whether it's support and recommendations with legal documents or the strongest proponent in a court of law, trusting who you hire as your advocate is vital in achieving the best results. Contact the experienced professionals today at Gunderson, Palmer, Nelson, and Ashmore Attorneys at Law.
1-2 misses outside, even count now 2-2. Bo Peters on first, Kane Peters at the plate. 6-0 the Hardhats lead here in Sturgis. Kelly set once again, and the 2-2. Flared foul, right side out of play. Just beyond the seating as it hits a tree branch over by the fence enclosing Strong Field. Two, runner takes off, breaking ball high, and the throw down in time to get Bo Peters. Caught stealing, score it 2-4. On that one, a perfect throw by Phil Bentz.
Out number 2.
The catch, and Bo Peters trying to steal. Base is empty now with 2 gone, and still 2 strikes on Kane Peters. Actually now 3-2 the count. Even on a breaking ball, Ben's able to throw out Peters. A high fastball swung on and miss. Peters goes down swinging out number 3. So Kelly faces the minimum thanks to a nice throw by Phil Bentz, his catcher, for out number 2. And we head to the 4th after this on Hardhats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth, Sales, Service, and Recreation. Wyatt Anderson, a high fly ball, deep center field. Back is David Anderson, still going back, and that one bounces off the bottom of the wall and dead center field. And Wyatt Anderson has a leadoff double right out of the gates to start the 4th against Owen Cass. Anderson, a 2-run triple his last time, and David Anderson in center playing fairly deep with Anderson at the plate, but that one burned him by a ways as that one hit the base of the wall in dead center field. Harrison Good squares the bunt, pulls back, and the appeal to our field umpire, no appeal. Catcher was asking for it, and there was no appeal. So runner on second, and a 1-0 count on Harrison Good, and he looks at ball 2 low. Good, an RBI double his last trip. That was in the big 6-run 3rd inning for the Hardhats. And he fouls it straight back off the screen this time. So 2 balls and a strike on Harrison Good. Cass set, a stare down with Anderson at second. He kicks and deals and watches ball 3 miss low. Cass a little bit frustrated on the mound with that reaction. Thought it was going to be called a strike. It was not. Just missed low. 3-1 to Harrison Good. Missed high for ball 4, and good, draws
27, Alex.
a walk to put runners on first and second. Still nobody out. And that might be the end of the day for Owen Cass. It is. So a new arm coming to the mound for Sturgis when we return. And nobody out, and Alex Dietrich coming to the plate with 2 on for the Hardhats in the top of the 4th. Take a step aside here on Hardhats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. Sales, service, and recreation. Still in the top of the 4th inning, it's Alex Dietrich to face a new arm on the mound for Sturgis in Aiden Wood. Wood, a right-handed pitcher, who will work out of the stretch, at least for the moment, with 2 on and nobody out, coming in a very difficult situation in relief of Owen Cass. And Wood's first pitch misses down and away on Dietrich for ball 1. And this one downstairs gets away from the catcher. Both runners move up in the scoring position. And now 2 ducks on the pond for Alex Dietrich. Hardhats already leading 6-0, trying to extend their lead into the top of the 4th. A double and a walk, the 2 runners. Out from the stretch, Aiden Wood, a little blooper into center field. Long run for David Anderson. Nobody will get there, and it'll be an RBI single for Alex Dietrich. The throw comes to the plate. It's not in time, and now the throw to third gets away from the third baseman, allows Dietrich up to second base. So Anderson scores on the play. It's an RBI single, and Dietrich advances to second on the throw. Harrison good at third. 7-0 the Hardhats lead now with Kai Jackson at the plate. And Jackson looks at ball 1 up and away. And now ball 2 as Wood misses down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Wood kicks and deals, misses inside. 3-0 on Kai Jackson. Peyton Tipton on deck. The Hardhats sent several batters to the plate in the third, and Jackson looks at a called strike upper inner edge. And this one, a high fly ball, right center field. A long run as it splits the outfielder and rolls all the way to the wall. Jackson in to second with a double. 2 runs coming in to score. And just like that, it's 9-0 post 22. A 2-run double for Kai Jackson. And Jackson just missed a home run into the right center field power alley. Good and Dietrich come in to score. Here's Peyton Tipton. Wood set, and he steps off before the first pitch. Now line drive hooking down into the left field corner, but way foul. Off the bat of Peyton Tipton. Hit one out at Black Hills Surgical Hospital ballpark. Over the weekend. Solo home run for Peyton Tipton, and it looks at ball 1 low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike to count on Tipton. 9-0 Hardhats. And Tipton swings through the 1-1 pitch, now 1-2. And he chops one foul at the plate. Still 1-2 on Tipton. Aiden Wood working from the far first base side of the rubber and misses the outside edge with the fastball. Even count now on Tipton, 2-2. Tipton was hit by a pitch and came in to score in the third and walked in the second. Hasn't been able to put a ball in play just yet. And this one popped up right side in play for the first baseman, Adam Floor. Makes the catch. Actually, that's Owen Cass who made that catch for out number 1. So Adam Floor out of this ball game with Aiden Wood taking his place in the batting order. First pitch to Philip Benz, chopper to third. Across the diamond in time, Cruikshank to Cass. And quickly 2 away now for Wilson Kiefer. First pitch to Kiefer. And Wood misses high out of the windup that time for ball 1. Kiefer also hit by a pitch and drew a walk in reverse order. He scored a run in the third inning. Both of those at-bats came in that big 6-run third. Now the hit from Aiden Wood. He kicks and deals, and Kiefer chops one foul right past Coach Torvey in the third base coaching box. So 2 balls and a strike on Kiefer. Wood set. Kicks and deals, and a high fly ball hooking into the left field corner. That'll drop fair into the corner. Kiefer digs for second. A run comes in to score. That's Jackson, and Kiefer into second base with an RBI double, and it's 10-0 Hardhats now.
7, number 28, Zeke Farley.
Top of the order now in Zeke Farley. RBI single his last trip, reached on a fielder's choice before that, and an error in the first. So already his 4th trip to the plate as he looks at ball 1 from Aiden Wood. This is the 8th batter sent to the plate in this inning after the Hardhats batted around in the 3rd. Pickoff move back to 2nd and he bluffs the throw. 10-0 Hardhats, 10 runs, 8 hits, and an error. For the Hardhats, no runs, 2 hits, and 2 errors for the Titans. And the next pitch popped up and play for the catcher, Evan Stroud. He makes the grab right by the Hardhats dugout for out number 3. But the Hardhats strike for 4 more runs here in the 4th. 10-0 their lead as we head to the bottom of inning number 4 after this on Hardhats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth, sales service and recreation. Bottom of inning number 4, and the Hardhats holding on to a 10-0 lead over the Sturgis Post 33 Titans. Eli Kelly back to the mound now with that 10-run lead. And should the Hardhats record the next 6 outs without any runs allowed, a run rule victory in game 1 here in Sturgis. David Anderson, the first task here in the 4th, and a high flying ball, right center field, long run for Harrison, good, and he can't get there, it rolls up against the wall. And David Anderson rounds 2nd, he heads for 3rd, and it's a leadoff triple for David Anderson. A big gap in that right center field alley. And Farley and Good converging, not able to make the grab. So Anderson is in 2 for 2, a single and a triple. Brings up Owen Cass, the first baseman now. Runner on 3rd, nobody out. That was a breaking ball from Kelly. First pitch fastball, outside edge called, strike 1 to Cass. Owen Cass reached on a fielder's choice his first trip. The 0-1 breaking ball fouled back to the screen, now 0-2. Just got a piece of it. Bottom of the 4th inning, 10-0 Hardhats on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. Heart of the Sturgis order at the plate now. The 0-2 misses in the dirt, blocked by Benz right in front of him. So a ball and 2 strikes now on Cass. RJ Andrzejewski on deck. Kelly kicks and deals and just misses the outer edge. Maybe a touch low as well. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to count on Cass. The 2-2 Breaking ball. This one lifted to center field. Shallow center field. It drops in front of Farley and down for a base hit. And Sturgis is on the board. It's 10-1, an RBI single for Owen Cass. So would you consider that the broadcaster's jinx? I wouldn't. A triple and an RBI single for Sturgis in their fourth. And they're on the board at 10-1 now. Here's RJ Andrzejewski, and he looks at ball one high from Kelly with the fastball. Andrzejewski bounced to his second base counterpart as first time, and he fouls this one away over by the Hardhats dugout. Even count, 1 ball and 1 strike. So a ball and a strike on Andrzejewski. Kelly likes the sign, comes set after a peek on Cass. Sidesteps and deals and misses up and in with a fastball for ball 2. Set in the 2-1. Popped up in play, right side. The first baseman Dietrich underneath of it makes the grab, out number 1. So a pop out in foul territory to the first baseman for a big out number 1. And here's Aiden Wood rather. Wood, the new pitcher, steps in on the right side and looks at ball 1 outside. So his first at bat here as Floor struck out looking and his only trip to the plate. Runner on first, 1 gone. And Kelly misses down and away. 2 balls and no strikes to count now on Wood. Hardhats to have 2, 3, and 4 due up in the top of the 5th. As Kelly hits the inside edge on the 2-0. Now 2 balls and a strike. What a straight up stance on the right side. Cass takes off for second. It's popped up, foul out of play. Over to the right side. Two and 2 on Aiden Wood. Tap of the plate, bounces it off his right shoulder. That block bat, a check on Cass. He dives back in safely. Kelly likes a sign from Bentz. And the 2-2 misses low. 3 and 2, a full count pitch coming now to Aiden Wood. The payoff, here it is. And it's a fly ball down the right field line, hooking foul, and it bounces in foul territory as Harrison Good couldn't get there. He had a long ways to run. Plenty of foul grounds all around this ballpark here in Sturgis. Now a 3-2 payoff pitch. Kelly to Wood. Here it is. And it's fouled straight back off a pole behind home plate. So Wood stays alive. 10-1 our score. And 2 of the Titans' 4 hits coming in this inning. Cass takes off for second. It's strike 3 call to throw down to second, not in time. So a backwards K for out number 2 as Wood goes down looking. But a stolen base for Owen Cass. Here's Evan Stroud. The catcher lined out to Tipton at second. His first trip. And the first pitch misses in the dirt. The throw down to third is wild and goes into left field. Backing up the play is Amarian Saylor. So Cass at third on the wild pitch. Would have been a close play had the ball been on line from Benz. Here's the 1-0, and it's swung on and missed by Stroud. Even count, 1 ball and 1 strike. And now a ball and 2 strikes. Kelly set the 1-2. Breaking ball misses low. Benz tried to snag it. Even count with 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A runner on third, 2 gone. 10-1 Hardhats. The 2-2. Breaking ball misses low. And now ball 4 misses down and away, snagged by Benz, but Stroud works a walk with 2 outs to put runners on the corners. So here comes Coach Clapperidge out in the dugout for the Hardhats. And he only wants to talk with Kelly and Benz. Runners on the corners for Sturgis. Trailing in this ball game 10-1. Game 1 of the doubleheader here this afternoon. Approaching 6:30 local Mountain Time. Connor Cruikshank, the new batter, he lined out to Tipton at second, his first try. Runners on the corners and 2 gone. Kelly set, runner takes off for second. The pitch is inside, a throw down to second is not in time as Cass comes in to score on the throw down. So Stroud swipes second. Cass comes in to score. And it's 10-2 now in favor of Rapid City. That pitch was a called strike 1. The 0-1, breaking ball called strike 2. Nope, called strike 1. So an even count. That first one missed for a ball. The 1-1. Line drive right at Kiefer. Takes a wicked bounce and goes into center field and bobbled in center field by Farley. The runner held up at 30. Kind of tripped over third base. So Stroud at third. Cruikshank at first after his single. But it looked like Stroud was being waved around third. Had he not wiped out. Here's Hunter Jansen. And Jansen watches ball 1 miss down and away. No one warming in the bullpen just yet for the Hardhats. Runners on the corners and 2 gone. And there's a strike going at the knees outer edge. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hardhats leading 10-2 in this ball game. A check over on the runner at first. Back in time, it's Cruikshank. Jansen, a bouncer to Tipton at second. 4-3, the ground out. 1-1, swing and a miss. Back pick play down to first, not in time. Cruikshank just avoided the tag with his right hand diving into the first. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Kelly likes his sign. Ben sets up outside. The 1-2 is swung on and foul tipped right into the glove of Benz. That's out number 3. Sturgis on the board. They strike 2 times, and it's 10-2 heading to the 5th. Back in a moment for that top of the 5th inning after this on Hardhats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth, sales, service, and recreation. Set for inning number 5 here in Sturgis of Game 1. Now Hardhats to face Aiden Wood in his second inning of work in relief. And they will send 2, 3, and 4. Line up to face Wood. That's Amarian Saylor, Wyatt Anderson, and Harrison Good. All 3 have not faced Aiden Wood just yet. First pitch to Amarian Saylor, misses high and tight, ball 1. 10-2, the Hardhats lead on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. Sturgis getting on the board in the bottom of the 4th after surrendering 4 more runs. Saylor flies one to a deep right center field. A long run for both outfielders, and no one will get there. It bounces up against the wall. Saylor heads for third base, and he's in with a stand-up leadoff triple. Plenty of speed, and Amarian was off with his wheels. So a triple in that right center field alley once again. And the 11th run of the ball game for the Hardhats, standing now 90 feet away. First pitch to Wyatt Anderson, misses high, ball 1. Anderson, a triple his last time, actually a double his last time. A 2-run triple the time before that. This one skips well in front of the plate. Saylor scores standing up. And Wood looks like he might have hurt himself. Holding his lower back. That one bounced well in front of the plate. It wasn't much of a chance for Evan Stroud to corral that one. And Aiden Wood has not stood back up, as he is in a lot of pain in his lower back. So we'll see. And he will have to exit this ball game. So whoever Sturgis has to throw next will have as much time as they need to warm up on short notice. 11-2 our score. We'll take a step aside and see who the new arm is on the mound. A nice round of applause for Aiden Wood, who exits this ball game. We'll be back right here on Hardhats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City.
Don't make a
Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast booth, Sales, Service, and Recreation. We're still in the top of the 5th inning, and tough to see Aiden Wood come out of this ball game. Never like to see an injury. And the new arm on the mound will be Connor Cruikshank. The third baseman comes to the mound. He looks to be ready. New third baseman is Carter Kirk in place of him. As Cruikshank will face Wyatt Anderson in a 1-0 count. The 1-0 skips in front of the plate for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes to count. That injury for Aiden Wood, he just spiked the ball well in front of the plate. It hit the infield grass and allowed the runner from third, Saylor, to score. So it was a 2-0 count, and now that was 3-0, and then ball 4 misses low. So Wyatt Anderson draws a walk.
Harrison Good.
Harrison Good, the new batter. Runner on first, nobody out. First pitch to Good, misses inside, ball 1. Good, a 2-run double in the third, walked his last trip. Both times he's been on base, he scored a run. And Good fouls one straight back out of play. He lined out to third his first trip way back in the first. That was the end of the top of the first inning. Cruikshank set at his right ear, misses and down in the dirt. Anderson goes to second on the wild pitch. Cruikshank delivers and misses outside. Now 3 balls and a strike. 3-1 or 2-1 the count on Good, and he swings through the fastball that time. And it is 3-2 on Harrison Good. Runner on second, nobody out. 11-2, the Hardhats leading. Payoff pitch misses high for ball 4. So Good draws his second walk of the ball game. He remains 1 for 2. So 2 on, both via the free pass. And now Alex Dietrich. And Dietrich looks at a called strike 1. Dietrich, his last trip, an RBI single. And he watches ball 1 miss high. Even count, 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 trips before that, both ground outs. And Dietrich lines one down the right field line, foul. 1-2 now on the Hardhats first baseman. 2 on, nobody out. Hardhats leading by 9, 11-2. Cruikshank delivers, and this one, a little line drive. It goes underneath the glove of the second baseman, Andrew Jeske. Everyone will be safe on a little sinking line drive. We'll see how that one's ruled.
Number 23, Jackson.
A tough play for Andrew Jeske. Alki Jackson, a 2-run double his last trip. He came in to score later on, and a walk and a run scored before that. He looks at ball 1 high. Struck out looking and is tripping the second. So 1 for 2 day for Kai. Bases full of Hardhats, and Jackson swings through a high fastball from the left side. 1 ball and 1 strike. Catcher sets up down and away, and Jackson flies one foul left side out of play. Ball and 2 strikes now the count on Kai Jackson. The 1-2. High fly ball right in center field. A long run for a right fielder, and he won't get there when 2 bounces up against the wall. Jackson will be in with his second double of the ball game, and it will score 2 runs as the throw to the plate comes in late. Anderson and Good come in to score, and it's 13-2 Hardhats.
Tipton.
Now Peyton Tipton. Dietrich at third, Jackson at second. Tipton looks at ball 1 inside with the breaking ball. The 1-0. A little blooper into left field. Long run for the left fielder Peters, but he makes a play. The throw comes in. It's up the third base line, and it's a sacrifice fly to left field for Peyton Tipton as Dietrich comes in to score, making it 14-2 Hardhats. Strong throw by Kane Peters in left. Gave it a chance, but to the infield side of the plate. And they will appeal down to third to make sure Dietrich did not leave early. They say he did not leave early, so 14-2 our score. Runner at second and 1 out after the sacrifice fly. And Phil Bentz at the plate. He looks at ball 1 high. And Bentz looks at ball 2 now. A fastball outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Jackson aboard second. 1 out. Top of the 5th inning as Bentz looks at ball 3 upstairs. 3 balls and a strike on the Hardhats catcher. 3-0 misses high and tight, and that's ball 4. So a walk drawn by Bentz. He's on base for the second time. But his runners on first and second now for Wilson Kiefer. Still just the 1 out. And Kiefer looks at ball 1 low in the dirt. I believe it's a new catcher in this ball game for Sturgis, and Kiefer lines one right at Kane Peters. He slides over, ran it, and it bounces off his glove in left field. A strong throw to the plate, but it's not in time as Jackson scores standing up. It'll be an RBI double for Wilson Kiefer. And a 15-2 lead now for the Hardhats. Battling the sun, Kane Peters. Looked like he overran it to his left. Had to reach back across his body, sliding down. Top of the order now for the Hardhats. Zeke Farley, a weird bounce onto the shortstop, and Farley beats it out. So Benz comes in to score. And another run for the Hardhats. It's 15-2. And Amarian Saylor, a high flying ball to center field. This one playable for David Anderson. He's underneath of it, makes the grab for out number 3. The Hardhats strike for 6 runs in their half of the 5th. Heading to the bottom half here. And it's 16-2 Hardhats heading to the bottom of the 5th. Back in a moment on Hardhats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. Sales, service, and recreation. 16-2 our score in favor of the Hardhats. New arm coming to the mound for the Hardhats. Looks to be Jude Sears out of the bullpen in relief of Eli Kelly.
Bo Peters.
And Sears will face the top of the Titans lineup in Bo Peters, and then Kane Peters and David Anderson. First pitch from Sears, misses high and tight, ball one. So Jude Sears on for his 5th appearance of the season. 5 innings over the first 4. He gets a swing and a miss on the 1-0. 1 ball and 1 strike on Bo Peters. Does have 1 save in 1 opportunity. Working slowly out of the stretch. Sears kicks and deals, and this one low flare in a shallow right field. Miscommunication, and it drops in between Dietrich and Tipton. Looked like Dietrich was ready to make the catch and then caught off at the last moment, maybe seeing Peyton Tipton in the corner of his eye. Either way, Bo Peters is on. Will be scored a single. Now Kane Peters. Nope, it's a left-handed bat at the plate.
Correction, number 8, Sam.
And it's number 8 in the box. It's Sam Kuima. And Sears misses up and away for ball 2. Runner on first, 2-0 the count. Sears kicks and deals and misses high, 3-0. So Sturgis diving into their bench here in game 1, and unfortunate sequence as Sears hits the zone on the 3-0, 3 balls and a strike. Having to switch up the defense and their batting order with the injury to Aiden Wood. And strike 2 called on the outer edge. So from 3-0 to 3-2, Sears back in the count. Payoff pitch coming, Jude Sears to Sam Kuima. And a bouncer right side, Tipton to second for 1, over to first, not in time. Kuima beats out the fielder's choice. Force out at second base for the Hardhats. That's out number 1. So now David Anderson. Anderson's been hot at the plate. He hit well against the Hardhats last season as well. But tonight he's 2 for 2, a single and a triple along with a run scored. Sears misses high on Anderson for ball 1. 1 on, 1 out, and Anderson looks at ball 2 outside. So Sears in relief of Eli Kelly, who went 4 innings, 5 hits, and 2 runs, both earned. 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. This one a bouncer right side. Tipton, his only play will be to first. A low toss over to Dietrich in timeout number 2. So Kuima moves to second base. Anderson out on the 4-3 ground out. Here's Owen Cass. And Kelly needed 84 pitches through those 4 innings. Sears misses high into the Cass for ball 1. Cass an RBI single his last trip. Reached on a fielder's choice before that, so he's 1 for 2. The 1-0 misses downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Sears set a peek at second, double takes, kicks, and deals, and misses well up and in as Bentz can't handle it. It goes back to the backstop. So up to third goes Koima. Just a bit high and inside. The 3-0 fastball get me over the plate, and he does. 3 balls and a strike. Sears kicks and deals a 3-1 up and away, ball 4. So Cass draws a walk. And now the Titans have runners on the corners for Andrew Jeske. 0 for 2 day at the plate for Andrew Jeske, the second baseman. First pitch, a little flare back beyond the plate, out of play. No balls and a strike.
Bat number 1, Hardhats, Andrew Jeske.
Sears set and the 0-1 outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bouncer to second and a pop out in foul territory to Dietrich at first. The 2 at-bats for RJ Andrew Jeske. And Sears misses high now. 2 balls and a strike. Set once again and the 2-1. Bouncer left side. Anderson fires across in time to Dietrich, out number 3. And the Titans strand a couple base runners. That'll be the ball game. A 10-run victory for the Hardhats. They take game 1, 16-2 over the Titans. Have about a half hour in between and come back for game 2. But first, our Pioneer Bank and Trust post-game show in 30 seconds on Hardhats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome into the Pioneer Bank and Trust post-game show. Pioneer Bank and Trust is proud to support local sports, and they want to be your trusted partner for all your banking needs. Pioneer Bank and Trust is local. Visit pioneerbankandtrust.com. Game 1, a victory for the Hardhats, 16-2. The 10-run rule after 5 innings. The victory for the Hardhats in Game 1. Plenty of field work to do for Sturgis as we get set for game 2 of this 2-game doubleheader. Boy, the bats came alive in this one, and it took a couple innings to get those bats alive. And it took about the first trip through the lineup against Owen Cass to start getting some hits against him. Scoreless first 2 innings before the Hardhats struck for 6 runs in the 3rd inning and sent 11 men to the plate in that 3rd inning, and they added 4 more in the 4th, and to take a 10-0 lead. Post 33 struck for 2 in the bottom half of the 4th, so we went to the 5th, and the Hardhats added 6 more runs in the 5th inning, sending 9 men to the plate in that 5th inning, and so a 6 spot in the 3rd, a 4 spot in the 4th, and then our 6 spot in the 5th. The 16 runs for the Hardhats in game 1 over Sturgis. Game 1's player of the game sponsored by Claiborne Los and Sabres. Whether it's divorce, injury, or a business dispute, when you need someone to step up for you, the law office at Claiborne Los and Sabres is always ready. Just Google Claiborne Los and Sabres in Rapid City. And Game 1's player of the game, let's give it to Kai Jackson. A couple of 2-run doubles in both the 4th and the 5th inning for Kai, both to right center field. And Kai Jackson also drew a walk, ended up scoring 3 runs in this ball game, and ended up going 2 for 3 in his 4 trips to the plate in Game 1. And he is Game 1's Claiborne Los and Sabres player of the game. Stick around, folks. We have Game 2 in about 30 minutes' time. Plenty of field work to be done, so maybe a little bit longer than a half-hour break. But make sure to stick around and pay attention to Fox Sports Rapid City for when we get ready for Game 2, and a new stream, as always, on YouTube, on the Hardhats TV YouTube channel for Game 2 as well. See you in about 30 minutes. My name is Adam Birch. Make sure to stick around for Game 2.